We move to our monthly Ask the Chief segment, and Knoxville Police Chief Paul Noel is here for this special segment. And it's really been a busy month with your officers, unfortunately, with some shootings involving your officers. So I know there's only so much you can talk about with the TBI investigations underway, but let's back up to the first one that happened in Fountain City at the Exxon station with William McBride Jr. You released the video from that. What was your take when you saw that video?
So, with the last recent two officer-involved shootings, my take on watching that video is our officers are highly trained, they're disciplined, but also shows how dangerous this job is. And I'm certainly proud of the men and women in the Knoxville Police Department to go out and put their life on the line every single day.
There's been some criticism about that afterwards, specifically when we're talking about rendering aid. Officer Beeler is the one in that video. There wasn't an immediate, that we saw in the video released, effort to go render aid after William McBride was on the ground. Can you talk more about that?
Sure. So I've not seen anything yet that indicates that Officer Beeler was outside of training or outside of policy. But we're just in the beginning stages of this investigation. The Office of Professional Standards is going to conduct a thorough review once the TBI finishes their investigation.
And does your department have a policy right now on rendering aid after force is used? Is there a specific policy in place, or is that something you're working on?
No, we do have a policy in place now. We are working on expanding our use of force policy and improving that. But also, I'd like to say that, Officer Beeler on the scene, he was by himself, and he also called for medical assistance as soon as he could. So again, we're going to review the entire incident, but I've not seen anything yet that indicates he was outside of policy or training.
Before we move on, just quickly recapping that, you said you do have a policy in place. What is that specifically?
So it certainly requires for our officers to call for medical assistance and also render aid as soon as it's safe to do so.
The most recent one we saw happened a couple of weekends ago. 2 officers responded to a domestic disturbance. Also, some disturbing video there. What was your take on that?
Wow, I was very proud of the actions of our officers. In my opinion, they saved that lady's life by acting quickly and decisively.
This is not something that we always see, is the release early on of this video. Why is it something that your department wants to do?
So this is something I've been committed to since I've been chief here in Knoxville. When we have a critical use of force, I believe it's important to the general public that they see this video as soon as possible. So in coordination with TBI and the District Attorney General's office, we release this video as soon as we can. Normally it takes for about 2 weeks for us to be in that position to be able to release the video.
Given what you have seen in some of the videos that have been released, years and years ago, officers did not wear body camera footage. Yes. Do you think that has been helpful, or do you think in some cases you'd rather not have it?
No, the body camera has been great for us, for Knoxville Police Department and the law enforcement profession in general. I'd like to credit the Mayor Kincannon, for actually bringing body cameras to Knoxville, and they give us the opportunity to see firsthand what those officers went through. It's a great opportunity for us to train and improve when we watch that video.
All right, anything else before we let you go you want to note about either of those investigations?
Look, we have a process, right? TBI conducts an investigation, then they're reviewed by the District Attorney General's office, then OPS reviews those cases. So right now we're in the beginning. TBI is still reviewing those, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the complete review by our Office of Professional Standards.
All right, Chief Noel, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate it, that's for sure.